Hey everyone, welcome back to Twilight's World. So today in this part of the video, I'm going to be cooking all of the Thanksgiving dinner. Now last video, I took you guys with me to go shopping to get everything. Now this time is where I actually prep and prepare all of the food. It is currently 4:46 in the morning. And I'm about to start cooking. I went to sleep kind of early so that way I can wake up in the middle of the night like now so I can prepare and cook stuff super early. That way in the morning everything will be done. So first thing I'm gonna do is go ahead and start on the sweet potatoes. I have them in the sink here. I'm about to wash, peel, and cut the sweet potatoes. I mean, not sweet potatoes, sorry. Yams. I've been saying sweet potatoes. The yams. And then the potatoes I'm gonna do right after I do the yams. Okay, now that I'm done, I did want to go ahead and show you guys. I did have to chunk this potato up as a loss because I found a bug. I don't know if you guys can see that, but I found a bug living in the potato, so I don't trust that. You guys, I mean, not the potato. I keep calling potatoes yams. Kind of same thing, whatever. But you guys make sure you're checking your food, like potatoes and stuff like that, to make sure stuff like this is not in your food. I want to throw a disclaimer out there that I did find way more bugs in this yam, so I ended up not wanting to make the yams. I'll show you guys in the next clip. So I decided to cut further into it to see how badly this one is infected, and that came out of the hole when I started cutting. So these 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 bugs is what I found inside of this one potato, and I decided to stop going further in because as you see all these black marks, these are holes. Like the black marks when I shave, those are holes burrowed into this potato. Yam, not potato, I'm sorry, yam. And I'm scared to go any further to find out how many more bugs is in this. You can see all the little brown spot in the hole. And ladies and gentlemen, this right here is why I ended up not wanting to make the yams. This right here is why I put the plastic bag in here. So that way when you're done, all you gotta do is just do this and you're done. Throw it away and it's cleaned up. Now that I'm done peeling all of the potatoes and the yams, I'm gonna go ahead, rinse them off, cut them up, and then put them in a pot of water to start going on the stove. So that they can go ahead and start to boil. As I cut these yams, I'm not sure if you guys will be able to tell or see that some of these have a little bit of black spots on them. So I did throw most of these yams away because I was too nervous to use them because of the fact that I found all those bugs in the other one. Now that the water's starting to come to a boil, I'm going to go ahead and throw in 2 boxes of these elbow macaroni noodles. And I did throw a little bit of salt in the water just for taste before I went ahead and started the water. Then I'm gonna go ahead and just stir them around. Then I'm gonna go ahead and put a lid on and just let them cook. Now that the potatoes are done, I'm gonna go ahead and strain them. I don't want them to be too soft because when I mash them, I don't want them to get too mashed. I still like to have a little bit of chunks in my mashed potatoes. So now that they're strained, I'm gonna go ahead and put them back in the pot and then put them on the stove so I can start to mash and add in the rest of the ingredients. Okay, so now that the potatoes are ready to go ahead and have the rest, I'm gonna add the butter, a little bit of salt, pepper, garlic powder, and sour cream to make it a little bit creamier. Are just about done. They're not 100% done. They're al dente, and this is what I want them, so that way when I put them in the oven with the rest of the cheese sauce and everything, they're not too over. One thing I like to do is I like to rinse my noodles with some cool water. That way it can help to slow down the cooking process. Because of the fact that the noodles are still really hot, they tend to kind of still cook a little bit when they're sitting together like this. Okay, so after I chopped up all the cheese, I went ahead and put it in the pan, the pot, let it start melting. And now that it's melting, I'm gonna go ahead and start adding in my sour cream to the mixture. I'm actually gonna add the rest of this. This was not, as you've seen, a full container. This is the rest from the mashed potatoes. So I'm just gonna go ahead and add the rest of this into here. I'm gonna keep mixing this around because I don't want it to start sticking to the bottom or burning.
I'm also gonna go ahead and start adding some seasoning. I like to add Old Bay to my macaroni and cheese. I also like to add a little bit of pepper and a little bit of garlic powder. I do not add any extra salt because of the simple fact that cheese can be salty enough by itself.
Okay, now that my cheese sauce is done and I put my noodles in my pan, I'm just gonna go ahead and slowly add this into here. I don't want to put it all in there at once. I want to slowly add some. I'm gonna set it there so it don't drip on the counter.
Mix it up a little bit. We'll go ahead and add the rest of the cheese now.
Okay, so now that everything is completely mixed together, I'm gonna try to even it out just a little bit. All right. Now, the only thing left to do is put the cheese on top, the shredded cheese, and then put it in the oven. I'm gonna add some sharp cheddar all over the top of it. The last thing I'm gonna do is go ahead and sprinkle a little bit of Old Bay on top because I like the color on the top when I put Old Bay. And it gives it a little bit of flavor too. The full 2 pounds of macaroni noodles. This is what I have left out of the 2 pounds. So to start off with the Cornish hens, I'm gonna go ahead and chop up some onion and green peppers. That way I can stuff them on the inside of the hens as well as put them in the pan all around it. Now I'm gonna go ahead, rub butter all over it, season it, stuff the inside with peppers and onions, as well as putting peppers and onions on the outside in the pan. Now that I've seasoned and stuffed the hens, I'm gonna go ahead and put some foil on it. I like to put it with the shiny side towards the food. That way the heat is attracted towards the shiny side.
Go ahead and do that. And now the hens are ready
The timer has gone off and the macaroni and cheese is now done. Look at that. Yes, now we wait for it to cool down. Now this part, you're gonna wanna make sure you open the rest of the way inside of your pan because there is some juices that's inside of here sometimes. And you don't want that to get all over your counter. So go ahead and finish opening it the rest of the way in your pan. Now that I have the ham in the pan, I'm gonna go ahead and put some pineapples on it, pour the juice in there. I'm gonna also, I know a lot of people might not do this, but I use a little bit of 7-Up to pour on the top. So that way it's nice and wet before I go ahead and smack on the brown sugar. Now that the ham is completely done and covered, I'm gonna go ahead and put some foil on top, and then I'm gonna stick it in the oven with the Cornish hens. Okay, so I am checking it halfway through, and I'm going to go ahead and flip these over and season this side a little bit, and then let them cook. So right before the ham is completely done, I like to take it out of the oven and remove the foil, and then just take a spoon or something and pour the juice all over the ham. After that, I'm gonna go ahead and make the glaze that came with it, and then I'm just gonna go ahead and pour that all over the top and put it back in the oven, and then after that it'll be done. And then I have my lovely assistant Jasmine helping me pour my water. Now we need 1 more tablespoon. Then you're gonna continue to mix this until it gets to boiling point. Once it's at boiling point, you're good to go. Just remove it from the heat and pour it over the ham. And now that the Cornish hens are done, this is what they look like. All day, we have dressing, the rolls, greens, baked macaroni and cheese, mashed potatoes, Cornish hens, and the ham. And these are our desserts we have. We have sweet potato pie, we have peach cobbler, turtle brownie cupcakes, and a confetti strawberry cake with whipped cream in the middle and on top.